I still am curious, though, about the optics, especially when it comes to the economy, because you can rattle off all of these successes. By the numbers,
Right.
the economy is better this year than it is last year. But if people don't feel that, how do you make that pitch to them?
You've got to keep working at it. We've got 6 more months to go to continue to make the economy better.
As we sit here less than 9 months from the presidential election, we are on Super Tuesday now. What sticks out to you?
What sticks out to me is the danger to the United States of America. Most people who are alive today have never experienced a world in which America was not the number one country in the world, and the biggest, uh, had the most ability to either feed suffering people, or to push off bullies like Putin or Adolf Hitler, for that matter. Most people do not experience what it was like to be a second class power, which we were, for a long time until World War One. That will be Trump's legacy should he win. Is we may lose our democracy because he clearly is surrounding himself with people who don't care about democracy, as was announced at the Conservative Political Action Committee, which I couldn't believe. Um, so there's a you're going to get quite an experience if you vote for Donald Trump and he wins, because you will no longer be number one uh, anywhere. And it's a very dangerous world out there, and there are a lot of people who are willing to harm us. I think Biden understands that. I think Trump doesn't care, because all Trump cares about is Trump.
As we've been talking about, this seems to be, every indication suggests that this is going to be a 2020 sequel. Specifically, what do you think then is the future of the Democratic Party?
I think the Democratic Party's got to get organized. I really do. I mean, that has nothing to do with Biden's campaign, because when you have a presidential campaign, you are organized or you don't win. And obviously, they have the ability to organize well. We have got to take a page from what the Republicans have done, not in their behavior and certainly not in their platform of hate and rage, but we have got to start organizing at the local level. And it's hard work. I always say that Washington is basically middle school on steroids. They work hard and they're very smart, but all they care about is themselves. And you got to get outside into the country, and you've got to have good people in office that care about other people. And that does not define a great portion of the Republican Party. You asked me at the beginning about Nikki Haley, and so I'm going to be interested to see if Nikki Haley wins the Republican primary in Vermont, because Trump, this is the lowest state in terms of Trump voters in the country. They had less than 31% last time. But inside the Republican Party, he may have a majority, which means there will be no Republican Party, and there isn't one. We have a Republican governor who publicly said he voted for Biden and is supporting Haley, and said already under no circumstances he's voting for Trump in this coming election. There used to be a wing of the Republican Party that was like that. They're conservative, they're business oriented, they're sensible. And that was before they decided that women, black people, and gay people were their enemies. And they have turned this country into a battlefield. And I think that's a big mistake. It may make you feel good. Actually, it doesn't make you feel good, but you may feel better for a moment when you can rage and scream and yell and carry on about how terrible the Republicans are, and how women should know their place and all that kind of stuff. That is not going to build the country that you're going to be happy in. And it certainly isn't going to build the country that your children are going to be happy in.